For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Utah Utes taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Wilson to pass. Release to the back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Finds a man in the middle. To the yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success. That's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Spits it out to the back. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
The give to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Rose. Gets open down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important.
Flying down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play.
Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Rose. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Wood. And the Utes will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Catch in the middle, it's King. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is
fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To throw, it's Rose. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ryan. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. But on this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Arizona right back to the line.
And that's in Arizona.
Quarterback on the keeper. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it.
Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Stanley. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll try the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Rose. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. The Utes pick up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And the Utes will move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at point of attack.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's King. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Utes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They're getting this guy lathered up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Now from inside the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
To the air, it's Fafita. It's complete! And the defense forces him to step out at the 3. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split.
Touchdown, Arizona! They move on top here in the 4th.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they got it in the red zone at the 16. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Flip, flip.
Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Okay,
third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is ready to give them a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take the lead, though the D can stop it a couple more.